Okay, so we're talking about an hourly salary. How much do you make per hour? And then we talk about overtime. So in this example, we're looking for how much money did John make last week? What do we know about John? Well, he just started a new job as a security guard at the restaurant Casa Flores. He works in the parking lot to make sure no one breaks into your car. He earns $15.50 per hour. Plus, he gets time and a half for overtime. He worked 55 hours last week. How much money did John make? Well, we are going to assume that his normal work week is 40 hours. That's what we say is a normal work week, unless it's otherwise specified. Here we're saying 40, so how much did he work overtime? So we know that 55 hours was the total. We're going to subtract 40 hours at what we call straight pay. And that's going to give me 15 hours of overtime. So he has 15 hours of overtime. So I want to know, how much money did John make last week total? So I take my 40 hours. His 40 hours at straight time, which is $15.50. I'm going to add to it what he makes for overtime. Well, he worked 15 hours of overtime that week, times his base salary, which is $15.50, times 1.5, because that's time and a half, 1.5. And this is going to give me how much money he earned last week. So I'm going to pull out my calculator and I'm going to look at what I have. So I have 40 times 15.5. 15.5. We can add to 0 if you want. 40 hours times $15.50. That gives me $620. $620. So that's what he earned straight time. And now we have to add to it what he made for his overtime. So his overtime, we see, was 15 hours times his straight pay, which is $15.50, times time and a half. He earns time and a half. And that gives me $348.75. $348.75. And that's how much he made with his overtime. I now add these two together. I'm going to add these two together, and that's going to give me $968.75. $968.75. That's how much money John earned last week, including his overtime.